Behind me is an army of 50 white belts. And today, 25 of them will get the chance to see who can last the longest training with Professor. The winner will get 2 all-you-can-eat meals at Fogo de Chão. Fogo de Chão offers the most premium cuts of steak at an all-you-can-eat setup. It's our team's absolute favorite steakhouse. The rules are quite simple. Participants have to start on Judo grips, so I don't have to chase them around. The winner is the one that takes the longest to get submitted. And bonus, if someone submits me, they get 10 Fogo de Chão entries.
Everybody down here, sit on.
The strategy was to get Judo grips and pull to guard, sweep, and get to mount right away. And then from mount, I will try to attack the arm. I taught the guys exactly what not to do when getting to mount position on that class. You cannot push someone on the chest from the bottom. So I made the point onto this challenge to get everybody's arm that was pushing on mount position. I pulled to guard to everybody to make it fair. Pull to guard and work on attacks. One of the hardest parts was keeping the same intensity. Man, when I decided to do this challenge, I did not realize that I was actually going to have to submit 25 people. Since the goal of the challenge was for the guys that come to train with me, the white belts, to last as long as they could in order to win the Fogo de Chão, all of the guys were just backing out, keeping their elbows tucked in and just working on avoiding submissions, which made me have to work even harder to get the finishes. This was a really fun one. So I pulled to guard and he immediately tried to attack my guard and try to get the guard pass. So I had to reset back into guard. He posted arm, I pull in and I try to attack the arm. He turned away, so I went omoplata, turned around, triangle. Locked in the triangle, started squeezing. But my legs were tired and I thought he was going to defend, so switch it back to the omoplata. Now, use the omoplata to put pressure. As I started coming up on the omoplata to get the finish, he was experienced and then he actually defended and I flipped him back. Coming up, try to get the triangle there. He backed out. You can see he knew what he was doing. So I turned and went side control position. Now, from there, I wanted to keep the pressure, not let him move. Use my leg to pin his arm. And then once I was able to actually fully pin that arm, I knew I had the position. My left arm started working on his forearm. He was very stuck, got the Kimura, and on that position, I'm not losing. And then he came this big boy. I pulled a guard. He committed the way forward, so I see him whap him over the head. And then he did exactly what I told him not to do. He pushed me on the chest. I spin to the arm, and unfortunately, he got tapped out in 13 seconds. I said I was gonna go with everybody, so everybody was trying. And I was trying to keep the same intensity with everyone. This kid actually is doing really well and learning a lot of Jiu-jitsu. It's so cool to see how much Jiu-jitsu can help, even as a kid training with the adults. He was so tough, he was resisting all the submissions. And the cool thing about it is he always coming with his dad and trying his hard. This guy already knew it was gonna be a good roll. I saw him competing before at our internal tournament and he did really well. So like everybody, Judo grips and I pull to guard, got him in close guard. I started working on a sweep, he resists, I'm like, triangle is right here. Push him in, attack the triangle and locked it in. Guys, if you've been inside a triangle position, you know how much this sucks. But he was resisting really hard. He was making it very difficult to get the tap. I did not want to squeeze with all my strength because also, man, I did not want to put anyone to sleep. We were just trying to have a good time. Now, I was attacking the triangle. I got the sweep. I was squeezing. He was not tapping. My legs were getting very tired. I'm like, man, I still got like more 10 or 20 rounds ahead of me. Let me switch here to the arm. I can let go the triangle and finish him in the arm. Man, when I let go the triangle, he started resisting inside my guard. So I had to go for stepping on the bicep and kicking him over my head to start off balancing him and get the sweep. Now, once I start off balancing him, I got the sweep, I came up, I'm like, okay, no more triangles. Let me pass and attack the arm. I saw the arm right there, jumped and made sure that I got the finish because that was taking way too long. I could not let anybody stay for too long. I thought it was getting bad, but then it got worse. Next one was a Judo black belt. So I pulled a guard, tried to sweep over the head, and ended up sweeping back. Man, I got on top and I started putting pressure on him, but he was actually moving, not letting me hold the position. He had a lot of experience given the fact that it was a Judo black belt. Still a white belt in Jiu-jitsu, but a lot of experience, and that helped him a lot. So as I was going through the transitions, neon belling, putting pressure, he was moving. He was getting me to work side to side. I tried to do the traditional kimura there from north-south, but he was resisting. He wasn't letting me pin his arm. Every time I went to attack, he was shifting from side to side. I saw he gave me an opportunity to underhook his arm. I spin and go for the spinning armbar, but he pulls the elbow out. I come up, kick over, jump, past the guard again. I'm like, man, this is taking way too long. Let me get that finish already. I started putting pressure. Let's go to mount. Got to mount position. But he was a Judo black belt, so he wasn't using his arms to push on my chest. He was resisting. I was attacking the neck, and it all was taking way too long to happen. As I go for the Americana, now he exposes his back. I'm like, oh, perfect. That's my ticket to the submission. So I turn him over, take the hooks, and start working on squeezing. He was closing it way too tight, so I'm like, let's just go body lock and take the air out of him. Then I finally started to get him to break down a little bit. Without much air, his face was getting red. I started setting up the attacks, and I could feel that he was about to give up. And I'm like, man, he's closing up way too much the neck. Let me roll him up, go to mount, and finish on the arm, since the guys wanted so much that Fogo, they weren't really tapping on the neck. Let me take that arm and finish the fight. Man, this time I was tired. I'm like, man, I need a water break right now. I was exhausted. And I look around, like, see everybody killing each other. Like, what's gonna happen? How many rounds still gonna have? Now, my friends, I was hurting. I was fasting more than 24 hours by then, and then this big boy comes with me. I'm like, oh my God, I gotta pull the guard now. He locks it in, he closes his elbows, he's just pushing me out. So I'm like, man, I gotta sweep this guy. I have to be on top, because if I'm not on top, he's just gonna be pushing me back. So I go butterfly sweep, come up top, he turtles, I start circling. Man, he rolls, he escapes, he moves. I'm like, damn, the guy was really strong. My legs were getting really jelly. I was tired. I'm like, I gotta pin him and I gotta put some pressure on top. I get to side control. The guy is strong, he just holding. Neon belly, I gotta get this guy to move. His elbow stuck in, it got really, really hard. Try to attack the neck, but he had no neck to attack. Try to go to mount, the guy comes up. I'm like, what's going on? But he finally exposed his arm. Like, man, I am going with this arm out here. I can just jump and take it home. So I go ahead, hook his arm. As soon as he pops that elbow up, I control the arm and jump to get that armbar finish. Man, now the girls start coming. I'm like, oh my God, thank you so much, because I was so tired. But these girls were tough. I was getting the arm, I was attacking, they were escaping, they were moving out. And like, man, I'm in a tough spot right now, because I am tired. I should not use all of my weight, but they're not tapping. I am attacking these girls' kimura. They're so flexible, pulling it back until we get the finish. Man, I lock a kimura and I start attacking, and then look at her arm. Check out how far her hand is going. She's almost scratching the back of her head. I'm like, what's going on right now? This girl was tough. We double pulled, so I came up. And I came up and I started working on the pass. She was feisty. She was throwing her legs inside. She wasn't letting me actually secure the position. Man, she made me work. She was pushing me around. She was turning, kicking, and scrapping. Awesome work. This was actually one of the longest rounds that we had just because she was making it really hard to control her towards the submission. I try going for the arm. She holds the arm. I actually lock a triangle with that arm. She was so tough that she was holding her hands together and was not allowing me to break the grip and go towards the arm finish. It took me a long time bending her wrist, pulling her arm towards getting the finish and finally finishing on the arm bar. I taught a class right before this challenge, and I taught the guys that when someone pulls to guard, you cannot commit your way forward. So I worked with everybody exactly what I told them not to do. I was pulling to guard every round. Guys were committing way too much way forward, and I was kicking them over the head and getting really quickly to mount position. But now in mount position, it was tough. He actually was able to shut down, keep his elbows tucked in, and really fight off mount position to the point that I had to retreat. I felt like he was gonna push my legs into half guard, so I stepped my foot over to the other side, not letting him get half guard. Continue working towards the top control. When I got that underhook with my right arm, I knew it was over. From there, it was just a matter of time before I could circle to the head, pin his arm with my leg, and work the Kimura to get that finish. Who do you guys think it's winning Fogo so far? Again, pulling to guard and try to kicking over the head. This one, listen, he backed his way. So instead of kicking me over the head, I had to work on another sweep. In this case, it was the Caesar sweep. But then again, got to mount position, put pressure forward, made him expose his elbows, circle, and finish on the arm bar, not giving him too much space. He did not win Fogo de Chão. This guy was paying attention. I pulled to guard and I go to sweep him over the head. He dropped to his knees. I'm like, yes. But then he gives it to me. I'm like, dude, no. Sweep, get to mount position. I'm like, okay, now let's attack the arms. I start pulling his elbows up, get him to expose those elbows until I put pressure forward. I'm like, man, these guys are not paying attention. I gotta get them some more coffee. I'm gonna introduce these guys to Caffeine Army to make sure they're awake. Finally, I get the arm and I finish on the arm bar.
After more than 20 guys, you guys totally kill me. I'm toast. Thank you very much. Hey! We have a winner that's going to be able to go to Fogo de Chão with himself and someone else that he can invite. Hopefully he invites some of you guys.
Professor, né?
Aí, Professor. To thank him for winning. We have a champion. Please stand for Rio! Thank you. Congratulations, brother. Guys, Ria's held for 2 minutes. Congratulations, brother. Hey! That was really good. Now